All right, welcome back to the Denver Sports Betting Show, UFC edition. My Fight Squad never left, and we are here to break down UFC Fight Night in Abu Dhabi. And this segment is sponsored by CD's Wings. Like I said on the previous segment, get your order in early because these fights start in early. Their flavor of the month is Nashville Hot, and it is hot. It is good. And boys, we got Abu Dhabi again.
We got a big fight night.
It is a big one. We were just talking about that for a second off air. I mean, where to even start? We had to go kind of deep in the bag a little bit to find the first fight we're going to talk about. The first one, Bryce Mitchell versus Said Nurmagomedov. Taylor, who you like?
So, I mean, Bryce Mitchell should win this fight, but I'm not betting on it.
Okay.
I got Bryce Mitchell.
Okay, two Mitchells.
God, if he can close the distance, I'll go Bryce Mitchell. But them kicks are nasty, so I think Said got this.
Okay, so two Bryce Mitchell, one Said.
Oh God, I'm the only other one.
You're the only other one, but that's good though. I'm going to go with Bryce Mitchell as well. I know this is your first time on the show. We hope to have you back, but I only make picks when I'm sure of it, and I like Bryce Mitchell. I think it's a good spot for him. He's going down to 135. That's the only question mark that I have, but I'm still going to go with Bryce Mitchell. Taylor, why do you think Bryce?
So, I mean, Bryce is good. Bryce, everybody knows his game, though, right? He's going to come in there. He's going to take you to the ground. So when you're so one-dimensional like that, it makes the training for you very easy. But I still think Bryce is better on the ground than Said. The problem here is he has that weight cut. How is that going to translate for him? And he's coming off that slick ninja choke from Gene Silva. Yeah. And this dude, Said, has the most guillotines in the entire division. So if Bryce shoots correctly and makes sure his head position is correctly, he should be able to get him to the ground to dominate. But that's my only question mark, and that's what makes me not want to bet on the fight is because, man, he stuck his neck out like an idiot last time, and he might do it again.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And the issue that I have with Bryce Mitchell, and you can speak to this, is he pretty much coaches himself in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas.
Yep.
What are you talking about? He's got Jesus in this corner.
Respectfully, I mean, you know, him and you know, the Lord is up there. He better be praying because I actually think I'm going to switch my pick. Give me Said Nurmagomedov. I don't know how that weight cut's going to go, but yeah, give me Said.
Actually the weight cut is easy. He doesn't cut that much weight for 45.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, I'm not making a pick. I'm abstaining from a pick.
I know the inside. I know the inside because I remember when he fought 45, he finally had a nutritionist with him.
Yes.
And because I trained with his ex-teammate, which is AJ Canahan, and he was telling me like he was eating steak and everything like fight week. So it's like, okay, like I know he doesn't cut that much weight. And he's also like, size-wise, he is pretty small for 45. Like, I'm a 45er, and I was like next to him, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty small. You know what I mean? So, but obviously, 35 is still an extra 10 pounds. I think last time I made 35, I was like, oof, boy. But yeah, that's just extra.
Yeah, it can be tough, and I don't know.
Did you see the video he posted about his weight cut?
No.
Oh, no. What did he post?
So he was talking about how he got out of the shower and went to the changing room. And
he started a fight almost, yeah.
And he disrespected some other people in Abu Dhabi in this training room.
Bryce did?
Yeah, because
he's usually such a great guy.
And no, because he was just out there naked. And he said there was a cool, it was him against 6 others. He said there was a cool breeze in the room. So he was outnumbered and outsized. And he was worried about what was going to happen. So I don't know. Hopefully he gets his weight cut down and finds the right sauna for him to go into.
Hey, how come you're going with Bryce?
I think he's got more power. He's stronger, you know. But with Said, you can't make any mistakes.
No.
So if Bryce doesn't make any small mistakes, I think he can win this.
Youssef, talk to me.
I just got Said because one, he fought my teammate, Jonathan Martinez. I remember when he fought Jonathan Martinez, he like the kicks were pretty high, but also Jonathan Martinez won in the clinch. So if the fight gets in the clinch, I think Bryce has an advantage on that one. But also, I think he also might have the size. I think he might have the size a little bit, especially with the strength getting used to 45ers and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people sleep on his striking too. Bryce Mitchell, like if you watched Ilya, he made him miss a bunch of times. So to kind of see that, you're like, oh, okay. But I don't know how he's gonna deal with that range, and that's why I'm going with Said. If he can deal with that range, I think Bryce Mitchell wins that one.
Yeah, I agree. It's just too close, and I only like to make picks when I know I'm going to be right.
Favorite?
It's
Bryce.
Yeah,
Bryce is minus 130.
Yeah, it's Bryce by a narrow margin. So yeah, it's just too close, and I don't know. I don't feel good about putting my hard-earned dollars on Bryce Mitchell to get it done. But moving right along, we have your favorite fighter, Shar Magomedov, Bullet Magomedov, put some respect on that, versus Marc-Andre Barriault.
Oh God.
Who you got?
I got the Pirate. I got Sarah KO round 2.
Chara Bullet.
I already knew that one.
Yeah, whatever the Mocha Meganov was, that guy. You know, I feel like, yeah, but also that dude coming out of a crazy knockout in Canada. So I'm like, they might have a hype, but yeah, I think he's gonna be faster. So I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I mean the Pirate. I mean, that's just a bad dude. How come you got him, Taylor?
He has a good chin, right? He should win the fight. He's on the trajectory going up, and it's a striking matchup. I think Mark's biggest highlight is when he dented Silva's head. Like, that was powerful, and that was a crazy injury and a crazy way to end a fight. But he gets hit a lot, and I think that's where he's going to run into problems here, because I think the Pirate's going to tune him up.
Yeah, I agree. Why Shara for you?
Yeah, I mean, Mark's been knocked out a couple of times too in the last few fights. You know, I know he's got that knockout win, but he was knocked out, I think, 2 out of 4 before that. So, and I think Shara, he needs this win. He lost the MVP, you know, so I think he's going to win by knockout.
Youssef, talk to me.
If it's not a knockout, I think it's just the speed difference. I think it's gonna be too much. Like Michael Page is like fast, you know what I mean? And it was like the battle of who's fastest, who's more accurate, who's more this, who's more that. But I think it's just speed difference. I think it's gonna be different. And also, yeah, he's very hittable. And I don't know what's his percentage of getting hit, but he's very hittable. But also, I don't know though. He's a lot more experienced, I think, in the MMA. But yeah, that dude is quick, especially with his kicks too. He's lead leg, so yeah, you gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, and I always tell people there's levels to this game. And Shara's striking is just that upper level. I think he gets it done. He's a minus 650 favorite, so not a lot of value there.
Wow.
But I think he's very solid. So if you wanted to put him in some parlays and mix it up that way, you could do that. But Shara definitely gets it done, in my opinion. But moving right along, this fight is going to be interesting. Number 3, Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. Taylor, who you got?
So I got Jan in this one, but definitely not betting it. But Jan's my pick here.
It's a tight one. Egan.
Yeah, Piotr Yan.
Okay. Youssef.
God. I think I'm going to go with the underdog.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the underdog, McGee. I love Peter Yan, by the way. That's like one of my favorite fighters in the world. It's like, his style is amazing. But I think McGee has a lot of pressure, and I don't want to say pressure. I think he's a lot of it's the biggest opportunity of his life, and I think he can make the best out of it.
Yep. Why Yan?
So yeah, McGee's got that one punch power knockout too, right? That's what the odds are so high versus Yan, and he definitely could get knocked out here. McGee's on that 5-fight win streak, but he uses a lot of leg kicks. And Peter Yan's leg kick defense, he uses a lot of leg kicks to lead in with his striking, and Yan's defense is somewhere like near 80% of leg kick defense.
Really?
And
okay.
so I don't think it's going to have as much effect on Yan as it does other people. Watching media day today, Yan was super laser focused. He seems to almost be improving a little bit over his last couple fights, because I felt like he fell off for a minute after that Sean loss. But he's come back now, and he's stacked together a couple wins. I think we see a couple good performances out of him. He doubled Figgy's strikes in the last fight. Like, he's super active, and I think his gas tank's going to last.
McGee's pretty active too. So, I mean, this is going to be a banger. This is a potential fight of the night. How come you got Yan?
Yeah, this is a huge fight for McGee. I mean, I can still see him win, but I think Piotr Yan's style is going to overwhelm him a little bit. So, and he's got a lot more experience. That's what I think.
All right, and I'm going to go with Youssef on this one. I got McGee. Plus 300 dog, you know.
It's where the value is, for sure.
It's where the value is. That number should be a lot closer than it is, because, yeah, McGee's no slouch. I know Peter Yan. If I had to bet, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to say Yan's going to win 6 times out of 10. But I'm going to bet on the other side of that. Give me the value and give me Marcus McGee. But moving right along, this is a banger, guys. Robert Whittaker versus RDR. Taylor, who you got?
Man, fortunately I got RDR here. I would love to see Bobby Knuckles win this, but I got RDR.
Okay.
RDR too.
Oh, wow.
Is he the underdog?
Yeah. It's close. He's a plus 136. And
yeah, I'm going to go with him. He's so awkward. He's just so awkward stylistically. And his jiu-jitsu is really good. So I don't know, but Whittaker is very awkward too. So I'm gonna go with the guy that has like 4 winning streak or 3 winning streak, 3 finishes. So I'm gonna go with that guy right now. Also, Robert Whittaker comes out, so that's not the easiest fight in the world. So I'll definitely go with him.
Okay, and I'm gonna go with Whittaker. You know, there's just a striking difference, and Whittaker, a veteran, former champion, he's not gonna get sucked into trying to play jiu-jitsu with RDR. He's too smart for that. He's too good. He's going to just stay out of the danger zone. He's going to have a good fight plan. Give me Robert Whittaker to get it done. But how come you're going with RDR?
So you're exactly right. Robert Whittaker's fight IQ and his movement patterns are super high level. But if you look at his fight with DDP, that's what makes me pick Der Rinner here, is because DDP was super awkward. His takedowns are awkward. His movements are awkward. And Robert Whittaker struggled in that fight. And RDR is so strong. He's so big that he like walks up and like lightly dances with these people and does this weird hip toss and takes them to the ground. People say he's new in the UFC and all that stuff, which is true. He hasn't had a lot of fights, but he was a 2 weight division champion in ONE FC. So I don't think anybody really puts much weight on that as they should. But yeah, I think RDR goes out here and gets it done. I would love to see Whittaker have a good fight and do well, but I think it goes to the ground. RDR knows there's a striking disadvantage. He takes it to the ground and he out grapples him just like he did Bo.
But Whittaker's 81% takedown defense. So, I mean, he's no slouch, but
Bo Nickel has good takedown defense too.
But he didn't get taken down. He got pieced up and held against the fence.
No, he got taken down.
Yeah, but I mean, not like consistently. He didn't get out jujitsu'd. I mean, the way that he beat Bo Nickel was he struck him, put him against the fence, and kneed him to death.
I think that was the first takedown he got on Bo Nickel. I think that's the first time Bo Nickel ever got taken down.
Yeah, and I mean, that just goes to show how high of a class RDR is, but also at the same time, I mean, Whittaker's at that level too. So it'll be very interesting. I'll be tuned in for sure, but give me Bobby Knuckles. Agan, how come you're going RDR?
Yeah, I mean, Whittaker, he's fought only warriors, you know what I mean, in the UFC.
Legends,
so,
God.
Yeah, legends. So
Nothing but legends.
He's got a lot of experience, but I think RDR, if he gets a hold of him, you know, he's got a really good chance of beating him, and I can see a submission.
Ooh, submission. I don't know. You're talking to my hero here. Youssef, what's your thoughts?
I think RDR is really good at making you fight his fight.
Yes.
I think that's the only difference. And obviously, Robert Whittaker is very experienced. So if he can find that not fighting his fight, I think it should be easy night, to be honest. But it's kind of hard with the pressure that he brings and all that stuff. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it. And he also on a very big hype right now. So I feel like some people can really use that to their advantage. And the first guy that comes out of my mind is Mario Batista, you know? You're like, he comes out, you're like, oh, yeah, there's no way he's going to win this fight. You're like, no, he won that fight, you know, and stuff like that. So I can see that happening. And he also, like you said, he's a double champ and he has a lot of experience too. So it's not just, he's coming in as a debut guy. He's not. He's been fighting for a long time. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's also huge. How do you think Whittaker's going to bounce back? I know his last fight against Hamzat was back in October 2024, but that was a brutal injury. Did you get a chance to see it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're not going to show
what he said in the media day, though. He said, thanks, Dana, for the new teeth.
He's like, how much did it cost? He's like, I don't know. Uncle Dana paid for it.
Oh, man. To get you, if you haven't seen it, just Google it. We're not going to show it on here. It's one of the most brutal injuries that I've ever seen. But while we're on the subject, what's the most brutal MMA injury you've seen?
So I think that there's all the leg breaks and all that stuff, and those are all brutal and they sound horrible. But I think the most devastating one that happened in the UFC was Vitor Belfort against Michael Bisping, just because for the long-lasting damage. Like he lost an eye, right? And Vitor was maybe or maybe not on the sauce pretty heavy at that time too, right?
He was.
And so I think that's the biggest one, just because of the lasting damage on it. Like I've seen Bisping take his eye out. Like it's crazy.
He's missing an eye now. Agan, what's your thoughts?
For me, I think it'd probably be Chris Weidman, you know, just because after he broke his leg, he landed on it, you know, stepped back on it. And it's just that pain, man. It's bad.
Cringy.
Yeah.
So, Youssef, you've probably been around this stuff more than all of us.
God, that scares me, bro.
What's the worst one you've ever seen?
UFC Noche in the spear. when that two chicks fought, the 35er, when she split her head.
That cut was
yes.
nasty.
That was disgusting, bro. Oh my God. Like, that freaked me out, bro. I was just like, God, it reminded me like when Max Holloway got cut by Dustin Poirier with the knee in the second fight. And Max Holloway was like a balloon in that fight. But boy, that fight, yeah. Like the leg, they can get you a new leg and everything. But bro, your face. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, man. I know people say, you fight, you do this. I hate blood. Oh my God. Like, I see, I'm like, oh, freak out. You know what I mean? And then to kind of see that, you're like, holy shit. Oh my God. Yeah, I would say that one. I don't want to butcher the name. So that's why I have to like you guys got to put that out.
You do your own research. You're probably sitting in front of a phone or a computer right now. Do your own research. Figure it out.
UFC no chase Spear.
Yeah, I know.
Spear, I guess.
So mine, the question was, what's the most devastating? It was devastating to me because I had money on it. It's when Tom Aspinall blew out his ACL like 10 seconds into the fight. He took one step back, blew out his ACL, busted up my parlay. I lost a whole bunch of money that night, so that's why it was devastating. But you guys pretty much hit all of the best ones. You brought up the Marc-Andre Barriault fight where he dented, what was his name? Bruno Silva. I'm like, I thought people died from that kind of stuff. So you mentioned that one. I can't use it. I can't pick any of yours. The one that stands out to me is the Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Her face.
Oh, brother, she looked like she was...
She was an alien.
What was the roast they say? She kept her thoughts in her mind for sure.
She held on to those thoughts a little bit too strong. So yeah, we're not going to show any of those because I don't think that's approved.
Remember Cyborg in
Fox
Bellator when he did Michael Van Page did the Cyborg?
Oh, I
remember that.
No,
he flying kneed him and put a dent in his head. And you have to get like a surgery and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that one
that was
up.
bad too. That was bad. Why am I bringing up all the bad injuries, bro? I don't know. I don't know. That's
but
bad.
we got on the subject, and we thought it was fun. So last weekend we had the BMF fight.
I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, third row.
What was it like to be there?
First of all,
is it electric?
Oh, it's crazy. I feel like the UFC, I don't know what the UFC doing. Like they pretty good at what they're doing is in a way of they only come to the cities because they know like they haven't had that many events or something like that, and everybody shows up. Like even the prelims and stuff like that. And as soon as you hear somebody from New Orleans or anything like that, like the crowd just goes. I think I never heard that loud of a crowd for that long when Poirier came out.
Oh, I bet
it was insane
with Lil Wayne.
Oh, brother, it was crazy. But man, it is humid down there, bro. Oh,
I'm sure during the summer brutal.
It should call be sticky town or something, bro. Because that was crazy. But yeah,
I've been to New Orleans. If you touch stuff, it is kind of sticky. But Max Holloway got the win. But that just leaves the question: who's in the top 5 for the BMF? Who you got, Taylor?
So obviously we got Max as champion. I got Charles Oliveira with number 1, Khalil Roundtree number 2, Hamzat number 3, and then I gotta throw Gene Silva up there at number 4. Bad man. And then obviously gotta show love to the Colorado boy and put Justin Gaethje at number 5 there.
Hagen, who you got?
Top 5 BMF?
Yeah. Or just tell me who you think is going to challenge Holloway for.
Realistically, or are we talking about any weight class?
No, like realistically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I also have a question how this belt's going to move around. That could be for a different show. But who do you think is going to challenge Holloway? Or who deserves it?
I think maybe Oliveira. They're probably going to set him up. Or I don't think Justin wants to fight him again.
Justin wants a title shot.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight anything
And
else.
Max called out Oliveira at the end. He said he wants that back.
Yeah. I don't want my boy Oliveira to get messed up again, bro. Give that guy the easiest fight possible. He deserves it. He's been there for a long time.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's a legend, but I mean, that's tough, man. I think John Silva. I mean, that guy's on my radar. I mean...
Hey, you guys want him to go 45 to 55?
Like I said, I have a question how this belt is going to move around. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to have to go up, somebody's going to have to go down. I just don't know how you pair that up with the... You know what I mean? Because you're not going to tell Max, hey, you got to go up or you got to go down. I think someone in a different weight class is going to have to either go up or go down, right? I mean,
he's never going to 45. He's never going to touch 45. My idea is, I feel like... If they're not going to give Gaethje Ilya, Gaethje deserves a title shot on the BMF.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
because you get to be like, okay, I won a title, done, you know? But we'll see how this business goes. But to be realistically, probably be Charles, if I had to guess. Because I don't think you want to put him against Armin or any of those guys, because he's going to grapple him, I think.
Right.
Even though he has a high percentage of not getting taken down. But he looked a little chinny on that fight with Dustin. So it's kind of like to see things are really changing.
It is. It's a different era in UFC, and you know you're one of the people right at the front of it. While we have a little bit of time, tell me who's your perfect BMF fight. Doesn't have to be anybody on here. Who's two BMFs you want to see go at it?
Like current fighters?
Yeah, current.
Current fighters,
Yeah.
like active fighters. Ooh, that would be... God, you got to put me on the spot like that. You know who would be crazy? And I think this matchup is actually happening is Diego versus Gene Silva. Just because you got two wild guys just swing to the fences.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a BMF fight at itself. So I think right now I mean, I'm gonna see that anyway.
Yes.
It's my weight class, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching that one. I would say that one.
Yeah, no, you hit it right on the head. Those are two BMFs. I have my BMFs right here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for breaking down all these UFC fights. Thank you for being here for this interview. Before we leave, is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody from your team? Any of your sponsors? Anybody you want to show love?
Of course, man. Thank you to all the supporters. You know what I mean? The fans, especially the true fans, have been through the ups and downs and still going through it. You know what I mean? And thank you to my gym, obviously Factory X, Landau Performance. That's where I do my strength conditioning, and my jiu-jitsu coach, Busy BJJ. You know what I mean? And you know, just give your boy follow at Instagram at the Moroccan Devil, and that's about it. Thank you guys.
All right, you guys heard it here. Give him a follow, but don't go anywhere because we have the other segments breaking down all the rest of the sports. Thank you to our sponsor, CD's Wings, and be sure to get your wing order in early because this fight night in Abu Dhabi starts early as well. We'll see you next week.